Welcome to the Wilderness Podcast. We're on episode 23. Today's February 15th, 2017. I'm Dills. Over there we got Deegan.
Hey guys, how's it going?
How was your week?
Not too bad. In terms of real life stuff, like
Not dying no more?
oh, I'm a little sick. I have a cough still, but it's not bad.
You're just going to be permanently sick from now on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy, that one guy in high school that was just sick the whole time. But I don't know. There was the For Honor beta on the weekend, so I played the shit out of that. Really liked it, and then it came out on Valentine's Day, and me being me, I just played that the whole day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
How you liking that game?
I actually love it a lot. It just reminds me so much of 2007 Deegan when I first discovered Team Fortress 2, and I just got super obsessed with it and would spend hours looking up tutorials on all the classes.
How many classes are there? Because in the beta they had the 3, right?
This beta they had 9. Yeah, they had
what?
They had 3 classes in for each faction for the last beta. That's the only beta I've gotten into or played.
What the fuck did I play then? I must have not got far because I was playing it against just NPCs and then
yeah, well,
honestly, I got kind of bored and got off.
you start off with 3 classes and then you unlock them with the currency system, which is as of right now fucking stupidly easy to get.
Okay,
it's 500 per character, and you get 4,000 or something for doing the tutorials.
Yeah, so
now
let's explain what For Honor actually is, though.
It's like a medieval or Renaissance. I don't know exactly which one, but a fighting game. It's technically a fighting game.
I thought it was gonna be like a Battlefield 1 sort of game where it's a full-on war, right?
Yeah, no, it's more of more of a melee combat. The closest, it's like Chivalry meets Dark Souls. It's the best way I can explain it. But I was gonna say, they now have 12 classes in the official game.
Is there ranged classes and shit?
No.
See, I was hoping you could be archers, you could fire catapults and shit like that.
Well, you can kind of, you get they're called feats, and as you play through the game, the better, the more kills or more objectives you do, you unlock different feats, and there's
you get kill streaks.
Kind of, but they're on cooldown. It's not oh, I got 25 kills. Let's nuke the fucking map. It's oh, I hit level 3 in game. Now I can drop a cannon or a catapult shot onto people, or place a spike trap, stuff that. But I think the game's more based around the 1v1 duels and stuff. Yeah, they have 1v1s, they have 2v2s, they have a domination, and they have an elimination type of a thing.
When I played it, it turned out not to be the game that I was kind of hoping or thinking it would be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the opposite. It was exactly what I wanted. In terms of a fighting game, it's it's pretty competitive. Some people take it way too serious and shit like that, but man, it's so fun. I guess with any fighting game, you get those kinds of people. But yeah, I don't know. I'm liking it a lot.
It might make for a better console game. I feel like when I was playing it, this would be better to be on the couch and just kind of sitting back.
Yeah, thankfully it's out for PS4 and Xbox.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I might pick it up for that or something. We'll see though.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game. It's a little hard though. I can see that. Quite the skill ceiling, I guess.
Yeah, the NPCs kept fucking me up, so.
Yeah, got a little ways to go.
Yeah. What else you do though?
Other than that, just school and RuneScape. That's about it.
RuneScape. Cool.
Yeah.
Do anything exciting on there?
I did some bandos, did duo bandos, I did trio corp for the first time actually.
Oh shit. Let me guess, you got good drops from every single one of those.
No, I actually got fucking shit drops. And then I did some KBD. But from bandos I got 700k split maybe, and then from corp I got a 1 mil split.
Okay, cool. What do you do for the bandos? Would you duo that?
Yeah, so I duoed that. So I went and got Void melee helmets, and now I have all the Void pieces finally after all this time. Okay. And Yeah, I just like went and brought my whip and shit, and my buddy tanked. Thankfully, I hate tanking bosses. It's awful. And we brought so
You gotta get the bulwark shield now, though. That new raid reward, the weapon,
yeah,
the shield that goes in the weapon slot.
yeah. I mean, probably pretty good, but
I think probably be perfect for tanking.
the thing with tanking though, like with Bandos and a lot of other bosses, like with Bandos, you bring a whip and you whip it twice and then you walk under it, so he does less range AoE attacks or whatever, so he doesn't fuck up your whole group more often. And I just hate doing that. It's like I always had to tank because my one buddy just never wanted to, so I always just did it. And I have another friend who like actually likes tanking and stuff, and he's pretty good with the mechanics. But like when I was doing with my one buddy, we never brought Guthans to Bandos because we always just, I don't know, we were too lazy. We'd get like 10 kills, maybe 14 kills, and you're like, oh, all right, that's not too bad. And then I went with my other buddy, and we were getting like 25 plus with Guthans. Like we were getting like a lot of kills per trip. We'd both bring alcohols, and we'd have to like micromanage our inventory because like we just wouldn't have enough space.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And then Corp, that was just like really weird because like I was the lowest level. I was 113. And one guy was like 120, and then another guy was like max level.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. The dude was fucking loaded. Guy was like busting out like Ellie, Dragon Warhammer and shit, and it's just like, fuck, this guy's shield alone's like my bank.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was actually really weird. I was in like a random clan, like a PVM clan CC or TeamSpeak, and I was like talking to a bunch of like max level guys, and it was fucking weird. They just like talk about RuneScape in a way different way.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, like the one guy I was doing corp with was getting he actually made us switch worlds because he wasn't able to one tick flick his prey, even though we were doing one kill. And like, here, I should probably go back and and explain how corp works, because it'd probably make more sense. But when you're doing corp, like, you pretty much need a Dragon Warhammer, because what you do is you find an empty world, and then like whoever has the Dragon Warhammer goes in and specs it, and you want to hit your spec 3 times because the Dragon Warhammer spec, reduces its defense, by like 30%. And so like the guy, he had his own like little spec fountain in his house, so he would just like literally go to his house, use his game necklace, and he'd go back and forth until he got 3 specs. And then me and my other buddy, we just use our Arclight specs, because apparently that's the next best thing to use if you can use it.
Okay.
Just like the way like the Dragon Warhammer works on like however much defense they have, it reduces 30 and then 30%, and then the Arclight reduces like 5% flat or something from their max defense.
True.
So like, yeah, you pretty much rip its defense, and then you just all spread out, and then just kind of do the boss fight. Someone will bring like a myth crossbow and emerald enchanted bolts to stun like the little pet core that it summons. And then yeah, it's a weird boss because like there's no dedicated tank. It'll just jump on random people and just start doing damage. And the one guy I was with was getting like, he made us switch worlds because he wasn't able to one tick flick his prayer. He was getting like really like awkwardly upset about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, pretty cool guy and stuff. And because they're both higher levels, they like swap to like a 1500 total world. And I like was fucking with them, and I'm like, yo guys, we can't use that world. I don't have 1500 total level. And they both started freaking the fuck out. And I had like, no, I'm fucking kidding. I'm kidding. Jesus. Yeah, it was pretty fun to goof them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy, like, in terms of fun, how fun is Corp?
20 times better than Bandos. It doesn't take 10 minutes to fucking get to the boss. Finding worlds are pretty easy as well, at least at the time we were doing it. And it's way more lax. Like, you stand in one spot generally, you bring combo food. So you bring like a shark, you bring a brew or two if you want, don't really need to, and then you bring the Karambwan. And if it just starts comboing you out, because its max hit is like 61 with melee, and you just eat. And then like, so what we were doing is the one guy who had the Dragon Warhammer would be, you know, after a fight, he would teleport back to his house, just drink up, and then go back to Corp and just keep going back and forth and specking it. Well, me and the other guy would use like Rings of Dueling, go to the duel arena, duel each other, and then forfeit it so you have full spec and you have full health and prayer. Because you don't get your spec through Clan Wars. And so you just do one kill, you teleport out, do that stuff, then bank up, resupply. Because sometimes you kind of get fucked and you'll be tanking the whole time and you like completely run out of food.
What if you go back and someone stole your world? How common's that?
We didn't have that issue. We were kind of playing in an off time. Like I was playing before school. So I had class at like 10 or something. Dedication. And I was up at 8 and we were just doing Corp, yeah. I don't know. We were just like, fuck it. My buddy's like, you wanna try it out? It's like, yeah, I'm down. And but no, like generally, like we had people asking, like, while we were waiting for our buddy to come back and spec, like, oh, you guys duoing? Like, oh, we got a trio, and they just hop, and then you get to bandos, and it takes like 20 minutes to get into the friggin' boss room, and then you get people that just come in and crash you for no reason.
So let me ask for bandos.
Yeah.
You need to kill 40 bandos creatures?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you get to God Wars, and then you get into the God Wars caves, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yep, and then
kill the 40, and then you can go into the boss room.
Yep.
You kill them. Do you leave the boss room and like every time you kill them?
Oh no, that would be fucked up. No, so
do you lose the kills as soon as you leave the?
So when you walk in, you like it's like a currency, like the 40 bandos kills. It's like a sacrifice kind of a thing. You go in, you lose the kill count, and then there'll be bandos and then 3 minions. One does like melee, one does range, one does magic. So then what you would do is you guys, obviously, you go and kill bandos and take turns either Dragon Warhammer specking or bandos Godsword specking. And then after you kill bandos, you equip your Guthans and then kill the minions.
Okay.
Mage, range, and then melee. And then, and then you just do it again.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
That I could see myself getting really pissed off if I got crashed or something.
Well, yeah, because if someone like crashes you, then it's kind of like, okay, well, let's get this kill. Ask him to leave. If he doesn't, then we just have to sit in the corner of the room and hop and kind of.
Oh, true. Yeah, you can hop. Okay. True.
Yeah, you can hop in the room, so it's not too bad. But generally, because I was in full void melee, I was able to get 90% of the drops pretty much. Like we had guys come and crash us and it just didn't work for them. I was just getting every single kill and then they would just leave.
Nice.
And yeah, so it wasn't too bad. But then after all that today, I was really bored and I was like, I was playing a lot of For Honor and my hand was sore from fucking holding the trigger for like hours straight. So I went and did to lock onto people. Like,
oh, are you playing on a controller?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But so I went and did some KBD and stuff, and normally I use what is it called, the Dariac or something teleport. It's near one of the crazed alchemists or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, Chaos Fanatic.
Yeah,
right?
One of the guys. I don't know which one, but yeah, I use that as a teleport because it's close enough to KBD, and I hate using the obelisks. It's you just get jumped by teams.
That. I never use that.
And so I teleport there, hover over log out, and I drink a stamp potion, before I go out in the wilderness, and then I just kind of run. I have a little path I take so I can log out whenever. And so I would bring a helmet for some of the kills I was on task. So I had my Slayer helmet, I have my Proselyte, my Dragon Boots, my DFS, Fury, my Hasta, my Zerkering, just pretty much everything I could get.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't lose anything too big if I, protected items. Lose a couple 100K.
It's enough for it to be a nice kill for the other person, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's a reason for them to kill me. And because I also have a Hasta, so you know, all I can do is spec someone out with my friggin' DDS, but they're gonna be playing melee. And then I bring my fire cape just because, like,
oh, that's ballsy.
Yeah. So what happened was, I teleport. I'd killed like 20 at this point, and then I teleport, and I just see a level like 100 and like I think 118 or something. Just like fully decked out Scald, praying range. And where he was standing and like where I was, he couldn't, like, he had to run around the wall to like ice barrage me or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I saw him, and like normally I would freeze up and just die, but I just like went complete autopilot, like ran behind a wall and just logged out and just like, oh fuck. I could have just got PK'd for my fire. Like, I just don't want to have to get my fire cape again. I mean,
exactly.
I don't mind it, but it's kind of a bitch. And
there's probably people out there who's just like, do you know how easy it is to get a fire cape?
Yeah, like, oh, you're not, if you're not doing it fucking hand-to-hand combat and, you know, yeah, there's some people that are really good at Jad. I mean, I'm okay with it.
We suck at it. That's basically it.
I just can't be bothered to fucking spend an hour to get a cape. I mean, I will when I lose it, because at this rate, I'm gonna lose it. This dumb shit I do with it, but just, you know, whatever. Anyways, I end up getting away, you know, hop a world, you know, I get to KBD safely, and then, I don't know if it was I think it was during the same run, actually. What I do is I bring, like, my looting bag and stuff when I go, so I'll get a kill, put everything in my inventory that I can, or, like, drop food, loot everything I can from the boss, step outside into the wilderness and throw it in my looting bag and go back in.
Mm-hmm.
And, some, like, level 91 tried crashing me. He had, like, 70 range, but, like, I was kind of pissed at first, and like, I was like, man, can you hop? And he wouldn't. But then I just found out he like is really new to the game, so.
You would have just got the kills every time, right?
Oh, I got every single kill. I didn't split it with him or anything. I was like, fuck that. He wouldn't hop.
You're making me feel bad. Can you please hop?
I mean, I don't know. Even if he asked for a split, I wouldn't have given it to him because he like just tried to crash me. But he was a nice little noob, and he fucking, you know, didn't know anything, didn't know what NMZ was or anything. So I like was helping him out. But I teleport out, and there's fucking two guys standing there in like full blast D-hide and shit. And I like
teleport out as in when you leave the lair, you go into that it's like poison spider.
Yeah,
area,
yeah.
right?
I pull the lever in the yeah, and I go out in the wilderness so I can throw shit in my looting bag and stay there for a lot of kills. And I step out there, and I'm like, I'm not even paying attention, and then it just kind of snaps, like, it just kind of clicks for me, and I'm like, there's fucking two dudes chilling here, and then as I think that, I just hear, like, the armor crossbow spec, that loud screech, and I'm like, I'm out, and I just, like, pull the thing, and I just teleport out. It hits me, like, pretty hard.
What level? He's level 90 with an armor crossbow, and he's attacking you with it?
And he fucking hits me with it, right? There's no way I would have... There's no way I could have killed him. Unless,
still, that's a fucking huge valued item.
Well, he would have prayed. I would have got blessed D-hide and stuff, but what am I going to do? Spec him through melee with my DDS? Even though I didn't have any spec. Still. Like, I was mid-kill, right? Like, and I don't know. So I'm like, oh, fuck that. And I teleport out. And if he had teleblock, that's what I was really afraid of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I'm like, my heart starts pounding, and then his buddy comes in, and he's like, yo, he didn't mean to do that. He's really sorry. And he like apologizes. I'm like, all right, man. Yeah, that's fine. And then, do a couple more kills. I fucking teleport out again. The dude fucking specs me again. I'm just like, oh, you little bitch. And then I pulled up my DDS, hit him once, and then they just both ran away. And I came back out, and my buddies, not my buddy, but the little new guy that I made friends with was like, wondering what the fuck was going on. I'd explained to him that kids tried like pretty much ragging me at KBD.
Seems weird that he's specking you with the armor crossbow. That doesn't seem too effective.
What makes it really weird is that he specs me the first time. His buddy goes, yo, he didn't mean to do that. And then he leaves. But then I leave again, and they're there again. Like, they're still there.
Yeah.
Like, they're just waiting. I think they're just waiting for people to, like, come in or something. And maybe they're both just taking turns specking. And maybe they even had, like, teleblock or something. I have no idea, but...
Could be. Maybe they're looking for lower levels. They're just like, this guy's gonna be such a pain in the ass.
I was also thinking, like, what if I'm at, like, 30 health and I'm just being stupid and not fully healing, and then they just
in
get
there.
that cheesy shot. That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
But I mean,
And that's when you're not praying your fucking item. And
you're just kind of like you pull a lever and you already have left click like the hides to quickly throw them in. So it's like gonna take you a little longer to eat. I don't know. I honestly think they were just, spent some money on bonds, bought some range gear, and then just went to go PK because like they were both really bad. But yeah, other than that, nothing else really. What about yourself?
It's not bad for me. Ooh, what's my week been like? Let's see. Work kind of sucks, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like 24. I'm getting like pains in my knees and my wrist. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be like a broken old man at the age of 26.
Yeah, but then you start telling kids that you could have gone pro if it wasn't for your bum knee or something.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I got 2 bum knees, so I can just be like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have like bone swells under my kneecaps. So a lot of running and shit makes them swell, and it actually hurts to walk. It's kind of weird.
Are you actually have that, or are you just saying that?
No, I actually have that. Do you remember?
Okay.
I think I was in grade 7 or something. I had a cast on, or like a splint on one of my knees.
No, I can't say I remember.
Oh, when I was in elementary school, I guess like grade 6 or something. I was on the school volleyball and basketball team, and I guess with volleyball, you're like doing like a lot of dives and sliding on your knees and stuff, and basketball's a lot of jumping, and like they swelled up. And I remember going to like the family doctor, and I don't remember what name he used, but he's like, "Oh yeah, you have these. They could go away or they couldn't." And so like.
True.
Yeah,
this is your life now.
Yeah, like kneeling down and stuff
could be.
Like hurts. It's weird. Like if I kneel down on that part of the bone, it fucking hurts. I mean, it's never been too bad where it's like, oh, I can't walk because like grade 8 or something, I just stopped playing sports. I just kind of
your bum knees.
Yeah,
there it is right there.
Yeah, it's my bum knees. Could have gone pro.
Oh well, you can still do that on RuneScape though, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's the dream.
Perfect prescription to bone. What is it? Knee swellitis.
Bonitis.
Bonitis.
Yeah. Yeah. What'd you do on RuneScape though?
Well, yeah, on RuneScape. Let's see. Last week I was trying to do Morning's End Part 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I finally did complete that. Thank God for fucking guides. And yeah, I used Slayer Music's video and made it a lot easier because I was confusing as shit. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it's not that bad of a quest though. Like, what do you think about it?
What do you mean, not that bad of a quest?
Like, everyone says fuck Morning's End 2, like Part 2, and fuck Rat Catchers. That's like typical. If you ask what are the worst quests, I don't know why people hate Morning's End Part 2 so badly.
I could see it. Like, I used the guide, so I never messed up once. But, like, I was thinking, like, I double-checked a few times, because I was like, if you mess up once, you might not know till, like, later on. And then you'll have to go back and figure out where you fucked up. It won't be obvious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that could make it, like, irritating. Like, for all the people, like, the people who had to make the first quest guide for that.
Just imagine.
Goddamn saints.
Imagine the day that quest came out. Like everyone, yeah, just doing it. Figuring out this fucking 50-minute puzzle.
It'd be really cool to see from as a bystander because I kind of did that with Monkey Madness too. I was on the subreddit and stuff watching people talk about it, and they had like little subreddit, like little topics pop up about I'm stuck on this part. Yeah, people are trying to figure this part out, and yeah, that was kind of cool. But no, I couldn't imagine having to do that.
Man, it's kind of random, but do you remember when was it Fermentic Isles that came out where you unlocked the Helm of Niesnot? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
the
I do,
day
yeah.
it came out? Because I remember watching you trying to do the quest because there's no guides out.
Honestly, there was a few times I did that, and it's a lot of fun doing it with a giant group of people, and you're all just like, "Yo, I'm stuck. Yo, come, I'm stuck on this part." You kind of like, I remember meeting people along the way that were like, kind of, "Oh, I'll show you where I'll bring you up to where I am, but then you have to kind of do the rest of the quest with me because I'm stuck here.
Yeah.
Did I finish it? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure you did. I'm pretty sure you finished on day 1. So I remember watching you for a while, and then I don't know. I remember you running past the yaks for some reason, in the jester outfit. Like there was like because I remember just like sitting next to your desk and just watching you play and like do the quest. And I'm pretty sure at the end of the day you were wearing the helmet. I was like, oh man, that's so cool. It's the coolest helmet in the game, and I still think it's one of the coolest helmets in the game.
I remember not really liking what it looked like.
Really?
Like, I remember it came out and I was like, oh, I gotta fucking take off my berserker helmet for this shit. Like, it looked like a fucking winged fairy little bitch.
It's like the Flash, but
yeah, that's what
Vikings.
I was gonna say. Yeah. But, no, they've grown on me. It definitely is a more slick look. It fits with more things, I find.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you got Morning's End 2 done?
Part 2 I finished that. It's a cool quest. No, I wouldn't want to do it on day 1, though. Actually, I do kind of want to do it on day 1 now that you say it, because it is kind of fun being...
I mean, I guess those fucking shade things wouldn't be that much of an issue because there's so many people.
Yeah, true. And yeah, the struggles, like... Man, sometimes the struggle is what makes it more fun, right?
Yeah, that's true. More rewarding.
Yeah.
You get any other quests done or anything, though?
No, so we finished that, and then I had to get I got stuck in my next part, which was I need to get 75 fire making. I was at 60, so I did some Winter Todd. Got nothing from that. Got sick of having to pay attention in Winter Todd. You know, I thought it was AFK. What the fuck?
I mean, what I did was get the points I need, and then you go stand near where the crates are, where you get the supplies, and you won't take damage.
Yeah, I know, but the only times I was able to do that, I'd have like 30 seconds left because I'm just awful at it.
Are you fletching?
There are times. Sorry,
are you fletching the logs?
No, because I just want fire making experience. I want to get as much fire making experience as possible.
I think. Well, you get more when you throw the tinder on. When you fletch the logs and throw the tinder on. You get more
points. Like I looked into it a bit, and I think I could be wrong, but from what I read, it seemed like to get more points and overall experience, fletch. But if you're just there for fire making experience, then it's faster to just continuously chop and throw and burn the logs. So I did that for a bit, and I died a lot just because I would look away and not pay attention.
Yeah,
look back and I'm dead. And I saw all these people using redemption, so I just thought it was it'll save you 100%. Like you won't die with it on. So I'd leave it on, and then I'd basically look over, and if I still had the heart over my head, then didn't need to do anything.
Yeah.
So I ended up just burning logs. Got to 70, decided to do a boost because fire making's too slow to level up, apparently. Just too impatient. And then got about 500, then finished it and got about 500k from the reward. So that's fucking balls. And went on my pure, noticed I had 15 mil worth of shit on there. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is it just sitting on here? Sold some of it that I'm not going to really need, but I left some of the other shit on there. And then bought about 20,000 oak planks. Hopefully it'll get me to level 85 construction. But when you're talking about your little run-in with danger in the wilderness, let's just say.
Yeah.
Man, that happened so many fucking times. Every clue, I had to go into the fucking wilderness. And it's deep wilderness, and it's emote clues. We have to bring 3 decently high valued items, and you're just well, fuck me, man. I'm just a walking target.
Yeah. That's why I avoid aggro monsters, and I just I zoom out as far as I can on my client, stare at the mini map, and I'm just ready to log out.
I was like that, and I froze up, like you said. There were times I froze up, and I was I don't know what the logout button is, and then I'm fuck.
I mean, you die once or twice to that, and then it just becomes you just go in fight or flight mode, and you're I'm out of here, bitch. You log out.
Either that, or you just collect PTSD, and then every time you're just oh no, it's gonna happen again. You freeze up even more.
The worst is you successfully log out, but now you gotta log into a different world, and you're
oh yeah.
I don't think I can react. I don't think I can react in time.
You know what? I think I quit. I quit.
Didn't I? Level up a guy, get him a bond.
You know what you could do? You could cancel your subscription if you're in a members area, wait for the subscription to end, and it'll put you back to Lumbridge.
Yeah, see, that's a good idea.
There we go.
I know some members
You heard it here first.
when they're doing their clue scrolls, they go, out away from the hotspots in free-to-play, and then they run in free-to-play mode, getting ready to log out, and they'll have, like, the free-to-play food and whatnot.
Okay, yeah. See, like, I was trying to do that too, but my fear was if you die, you're going to lose all your fucking members' items, even if you try to protect them, because they're not worth anything, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you can't fight back,
so.
because members' items and weapons act like nothing when you're in free-to-play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I think it was last episode, or maybe the episode before, but I was talking about how we tried to fight these, like, level 70s, right?
Yep.
Level 50s? And I got away. Did I say I got away with 2 health? Do you remember?
Yeah, you had like 2 health and you got away with your glory.
That happened. Yeah, okay, so that exact thing, minus the level 50s and 70s, because I was kind of pathetic, this time was like, this is the real deal. Level 126. So it happened twice. One time it was someone else. What did this one happen? There's so many times where I make a bad decision and it like backfires in a way I didn't expect. So I'm running towards the Mage Bank. Mage Bank is is completely north in the wilderness, and it's not in the wilderness part, but there's a lever that you need to do it, and you're in like 54 wilderness when you use it.
Yeah.
And the problem is you also have to run past the Ardone teleport. So there's a teleport lever that teleports you from Ardone into the wilderness.
Yeah.
And it's kind of close to the Mage Bank. So it's kind of like a popular place for a lot of people to go into the wilderness from.
Yep.
So it's kind of a hot zone. So anyways, I'm running to the Mage Bank with my clue to probably bank or teleport, go to my next part. And then I see like a level 90 and he like running from the Ardone thing. And I was like, holy fuck. And I panicked and I went to go just like run towards the Mage Bank.
Yep.
So yeah, so I was like, okay, fuck, that could have been bad. That could have been really bad, but I'm safe. Maybe let's not go to the Mage Bank for whatever reason. Let's take the Ardone lever. And I turned around and went to run back, and there was like a 126 there that kind of like run up and met me halfway.
Yeah.
And like, I just like panicked and instantly go to click on the map, and I just click anywhere. Like I could have ran closer to him, and I go to try to find a logout button. By then he's already hitting me, and I'm just like, oh fuck, like I'm just completely screwed. And like I there's no way I'm gonna make it. And he pulls out like an Armadillo God Sword to spec me. Like this guy is like going full on out, and I'm like spamming all my food. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die, and I'm gonna lose this master clue. Like there's no way. Mm-hmm. And then he freezes me, but I guess the timer for my like, I end up being able to move right as soon as he froze me for some reason.
Yeah, he didn't overlap. Like he tried to overlap the freezes. I know. What you mean. Yeah,
something like that. Anyways, I just ran. And I just got distance, and I just, just booked it towards the Mage Bank. And I ended up just fucking getting away, and I had 2 health left. And,
Jesus.
Like, no food or anything. And I was fucking poisoned and shit, so I ended up, logging out, and I, came back after an hour.
Once the nerves settle.
Yeah, and I also, I didn't know if I was gonna die from the poison, if he'd still get the kill. Mm-hmm. If he came to where I was. But yeah, I ended up getting away, and like my heart was like pounding so hard. And then literally I would have to go to the wilderness the next time, and I would go in there and I'd fucking bump into like a level 110 or 113, like trying to PK, and I'm just like, and he would get me, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
And this is why I always bring a glory, because that, I got attacked a few times, but there's only 2 close calls, and that one time it was like really close.
Yeah.
Can't believe I got away. But I always bring a glory because it saved me once or twice. Because you can teleport in level 30 wilderness with it. Yep. Even if you're tele-blocked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's a time where I was tele-blocked and I was like, that's fine, I can still get away, thank God.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought teleblock worked on, all forms of teleportation.
No, not on glories. I know that because every time I'm trying to PK, because I'm fucking filth scum. Every time I'm trying to PK, orb chargers or rune crafters, a lot of the times they'll glory teleport. Also, a lot of the times people won't glory teleport, so I'm sitting there being like, dude.
Yeah. That's on you.
You're not even trying. Yeah, that's just ignorance. You could have got away, but you just gave up.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, I'll move on. I got nothing from the fucking clue scroll as usual. So now I'm doing construction, 20,000 planks.
The grind.
Yeah, I'm like very demotivated to do these long grinds. So it might take me a little bit. And it's so funny. Like, I'll be at work and shit, be like, you know what? I'm going to sit down. I'm going to fucking blast through all, like, at least half these planks tonight. I'm going to play for like 5 hours straight. I'm going to watch a movie maybe. You know, we're gonna make this about me. And I get home and I'm like, okay, first let's fucking like jerk off for 2 hours and then let's watch some Netflix. And next thing you know, I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, you just gotta find a movie and you'll be surprised at how much you get done. But I was gonna say, I find it funny. I have one of every clue just sitting in my bank.
Get them done. Give them to me.
I can't.
Can I go on your account, do them, and take the reward?
No. I can't even do the master clue. I need to be able to make full black d'hide on Intrana. And I've been trying to message people that can do it, but none of them hit me back, and it's like I kind of want to do this master clue just so I can get a second master clue done.
Pay someone like $10K.
Pardon?
You could probably pay someone $10K and they'll do it for you.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've messaged like 4 people, I think. 4 people that actually play and have the crafting level.
Yeah.
And they're all like either don't respond or yeah, I'll do it in an hour, and then they just don't, and it's like, oh, for fuck.
Just beg someone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to do that at some point.
Yeah, clues are pretty fun. I just I could tell I'm getting a little burnt out from RuneScape, but I don't think it's RuneScape itself. I just think it's like, you know, work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of enjoying the Master Clue, because they are kind of fun. They make things different, but man, they can be a pain in the ass to get.
Yeah.
That's the only problem. But, yeah, that was basically it. That was my week. Week's been pretty slow. Yeah, that's it. All right, on to the news, shall we? So let's start with the little update titled Colorful Golems and Graphical Improvements. So the mining golem, now you can basically change the color of it to any of the ores that are out there. And you would do this just by taking your golem and using it on one of the rocks, and it'll change to that color.
I mean, I really like how they added granite and blurite.
That's true.
The list of colors. I think that's like, shit, I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have just kept it like super basic.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a popular one. Maybe the blurite. But yeah, the rest of the colors, nothing else special. It's tin, copper, silver, iron, coal.
Yeah, the
gold,
typical stuff.
mithril, adihite. So yeah. They changed the color of the Elite Void. Because before it was like a weird pale gray and green.
Mm-hmm.
They made it black, basically. Black and white.
Yeah, they had the same belt, right? I believe, yeah, they had the same belt.
Yeah, the belt didn't change. It kind of grew on me. I kind of liked how the color was like a greenish.
Yeah, it worked pretty well with like the quest cape. You know, good fashion scape.
Yeah, I guess so. But I guess that works for you.
Yeah.
The only person above level 100 rocking the quest cape.
I mean, you know, it's handy. Best fairy ring teleport in the game.
I guess so. Yeah, so they did that. Very cool. This one actually useful. Now, jewelry and the Pharaoh's Scepter, when it's uncharged, like it has no more charges, it's darkened. It looks different, right? So it's just a darkened color of it.
Yeah, way more convenient to like.
I like that just because like I have a ton of jewelry and they're scattered everywhere between like 1 charge to 9 charges.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I grab a glory that has no charges because I'm just not thinking.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful. I like that.
So the Scroll of Redirection now has its image updated. It looked like a clue scroll before, and now it looks like a scroll that has blueprints on it.
Yeah, a scroll that has the ability to redirect things.
Exactly. There's now a Lava Battle Staff Ornament Kit available. You can get that from the Bounty Store for 250,000 bounty points. Using this kit on the Lava Battle Staff will make it pretty. I think that's random as fuck, to be honest.
Yeah,
I saw that and I was like, yeah, that's cool and all, but Why lava battle staff? Why not just every staff in general then? And
Yeah.
why not mystic staff? Why not
Yeah,
battle
see,
staff? But
that I'm not too sure, but lava staff, it looks weird. Like
it looks cool. I mean, it looks
it
kind of
looks
like
cool, but it looks kind of
it
looks like a
reminds.
volcano or something erupting.
Yeah, it looks like you like take it off Tecton. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The boss from the raid.
yeah, it looks just I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't understand like the reason, to be honest. I mean, I guess I could be ignorant, but I feel like why wouldn't you like save this model for an actual new staff or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess whatever. Pretty
like,
basics.
Do you know how often people use it? Like use the battle staff in PvP and just around? I mean, I don't really use it that much. I used to use it when splashing was a thing. I'm gonna be honest, that's the only staff I had when splashing was a thing, but I don't know.
I have one, and I usually use it, but it's usually to Alk or maybe cast a fire spell of some sort.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it though. It's a pretty cool idea.
It's
anyways.
In there. But yeah, you can still enhance the like upgrade your battle staff to a mystic staff for the usual 20k cost. You can revert it back to its original look, but you won't get back your ornament kit. I just hope if they're gonna do this, they add it for all the other staffs. Why not? Doesn't seem too far.
Yeah.
All right, I guess this is a long time coming. We got some new hairdos. They added a bunch of new haircuts and hairstyles into the game. Have you had a chance to look at them?
Kind of. I haven't really looked at all of them, but I've seen a couple.
They're nice. A lot of them, they still fit the RuneScape style, obviously. But I look at them just like, yeah, you could have told me this style was in the game previously, and I might have been like, oh, you know what I mean? Oh,
yeah,
yeah, probably. I have no idea. Cool. I'm gonna have to get a new haircut.
It's a good thing I haven't started my Falador diaries because I think you need to get your hair cut for one of them.
Ooh,
so maybe I'll rock some new hair.
Dude, that's fucking sick. What are you doing Saturday?
Probably getting my hair cut in Falador.
Alright, see you there. Alright, prayer scroll and raid drop changes. So yeah, they're saying since their last change with the Dexterous and Arcane prayer scrolls drop rates, they're not too satisfied with that change. So it says they've doubled the chance of receiving the prayer scrolls. So on top of this, they didn't want to offset, I guess, the whole drop tables. They've increased the overall chance of receiving a unique drop by around 30%. But that basically means the chance of receiving non-prayer scroll uniques isn't really changing. They just brought up on par, so you're not just...
Yeah.
They've also made it easier to get the Olm Pet, because I guess not enough people had them. So currently, before the change, there was 12 people who had the pet. So I guess we'll just shout them out, because that's a pretty cool feature. For my block, Cool Koala, MC Squared, Boss Slayer, Baked Saiyan, Blazy, Xerox, Herpaderpy, Cams, Blood Vein 85, JF Kidney, Wizard Dilius. Cool. So yeah, congrats.
Yeah. What do you think about the drop changes with the prayer scrolls?
Yeah, sure. Like it's hard to say, right? Because like they are pretty expensive. But should they be?
I don't think they should be this expensive. Like Piety's unlocked through a quest and a mini game. These are unlocked through a raid, and then like 500 mil for a prayer spell. Like,
is that how much it is right now? 500 mil?
Well, now with the changes, they've probably gone down in price. But when they were talking about doubling the chances of getting the
no, yeah, sorry, you weren't too far off.
Yeah, like
so it's sitting at about 169 mil, 170 mil.
They like in the beginning, it was just one scroll, right? You would buy the scroll and then you would choose, but everyone was just going with Dexterous, and they're kind of like, well, Arcane, like no one wants to really buy it. That's kind of fucked. So
Yeah.
they like split it into 2 scrolls just so like if you want the Arcane Prayer scroll, like at the time, oh, it's not worth 500 mil, but it is because the other prayer spell is so good. So they split them, and then it would like they're so like ridiculously expensive. I mean, they're good, but like come on. So yeah, they're just bringing it down. Like I hope they go down to like 50 mil. Like even then, like that's still quite a bit for a fucking prayer spell.
But it's something you unlock for life, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, Dexterous is super good. Like,
Yeah.
my God, is that a really good prayer?
We'll see where it lands. I'm sure. Yeah, we'll see where it lands when it evens out.
Yeah.
So I was trying to think, like, what do you think? Where do I think it'll be in like a year from now? Where I think it's gonna like plateau? I guess.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say like 50-ish mil for Dexterous, and then like 30 mil from Arcane, but I don't really know.
Oh, really?
I don't
I'm
really
thinking, like,
because I know
25, 20 mil for Dexterous, and then like 10, 15 Arcane.
Yeah, like I don't know how frequent the drops are, but I know raids right now, if you can do them like with ease or without too much difficulty, like hands down raids are the best money.
True. Cool.
Like yeah, all high levels are just running them nonstop day and night just because it's stupid money right now.
Well, you have to get that one big drop though. It's not a Zulrah where you're making a sustainable amount of money.
Well, you do get some good like vanilla drops, just like random shit, like the rubies.
But for the time you're kind of putting in and stuff, and like you're bringing in items and shit, it's not worth it. You're going there for the big drop, otherwise you're not really making any money.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in other news, they added the Elder Maul Dragon Throwing Axe and Dragon Sword into Last Man Standing. God, I hope people start playing that game. Man, every time I don't know if I'm just maybe off time or whatever it is. Every time I go to play that game, cause I'm like, there's like nobody there, and kind of saddens me because I enjoyed it so much when it first came out, and in the beta, like, fucking, I think I played it for like a solid, 5 hours straight.
Yeah, I mean, the only time I've ever been able to get into a game was when Alfie, like one of the like a RuneScape streamer, was like, "All right, guys, we're doing this." Is during his like 72-hour or his record of staying up straight, like staying up and just playing RuneScape as long as he can.
Okay.
He had like a last man standing like mass. He just called all those viewers, and my buddy told me about it. So I was like, "Oh, fuck it, I'll give it a try." I need the music anyways, and I mean, it's okay. Like for me, like the whole Hunger Games thing is kind of worn out for me. Like that whole last man standing just aspect isn't too appealing for me, but it is fun in RS.
I liked it a lot. I agree. It's become like the new zombie trend in video games. But it was still fucking awesome fun, and like it pisses me off every time I go there and there's no one else there, and like I'm just like, oh, that's why I don't play it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And like just nobody plays it, and I just wish there was incentive. They put there's so much hype behind that. Oh well. I'll mourn for the loss another day. A lot of minor bug fixes and changes. Corrected some arithmetic behind the improved Barrows interface. Fixed the spelling error in the tooltip for Augury. Added Cast Wars Bracelet and Dragon Throwing Axe to Tournament World Chess. That's actually people might care actually about that. Leaving chat channel while in Clan Wars battle now requires you to right click in order to leave. Fix the typo when creating combination runes with appropriate talisman. Fix the typo when count checks dialogue. Mood Nesu Talk Ops from the feminine cards on Jatitso and Nietitsnat. I hate the fucking names in this game.
Yeah, they're kind of fucky.
The earned elite task to cast Iceberg, Barrage, and Cast Wars will now correctly unlock on all levels of the map. The fun stuff, the fun little details. That was pretty good. Let's go into the PvP quality of life poll they want to bring out. So
the first thing they're talking about, like,
the first thing they're suggesting to add some changes or to do something with is basically tier 1 emblems. It says since the release of the Grand Exchange, it is possible to trade the bounty emblems, but not on the GE. I kind of thought they were always untradeable, even with other people. But anyway, it says it here. I'm never actually tried. I'm fucking ignorant all the time.
Yeah, you can buy tier 1s from people. Like, you can trade them.
Yeah, I always thought it was like, you know how you'll pay someone and you'll kill them, and you'll get their emblem.
Yeah, you have to do that with like the higher tier.
Yeah,
emblems.
I thought that's how it all worked, though. I didn't realize tier 1s were like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're asking you if you want to be able to buy it from the GE. And this will also allow it so that you can turn emblems into notes.
What do you think about that?
You can already trade them. Split. It'd be easier, but it's like that's like the one time you have to interact, and most of the people who have to interact are interacting. It's like going to the black market. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta go to the Edgeville Bank on the PvP world. You're like, I don't even like to go to the fucking wilderness as it is, and now I gotta pay someone to buy their fucking blood tokens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It reminds me of like some stranger in an alleyway with a trench coat that has just a bunch of stolen goods. You know,
Yeah.
I'll give you a few of these tiers. Sorry, I'll give you a few of these emblems. So that's, I don't know. I don't mind that part. Like I said, I've never actually like done it, so it's kind of hard for me to give my input. It's gonna be like really ignorant, but like at first I'm like, of course, let's put it on the GE. This is quality of life we're talking about. You know how much easier it is gonna be for people. But then like I think like that's kind of cool having to go to that one spot and like talk to people who play the exact opposite style of the game than you do.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I think the main reason why they want to bring this is because there's currently there's people with like hundreds of them, like people that just PK all day.
Yeah,
they have hundreds of them and they just can't get rid of them. I mean,
true.
When I went to go buy them at peak hour and like on a weekend, like no one was gonna sell them to me, and I had to spend like an extra $300K to buy them. So like it can be a pretty big bitch to buy them, but there's a little bit of an issue that like isn't really talked about too much with these emblems, and it's that people have like emblem farms pretty much. So they'll have like someone will have like 8 accounts, they'll bring them in a spot in Edgeville, and you know, and then these accounts will just fight each other and hope like, you know, they can create emblems. And like these guys make millions per hour just doing this. Like they have like pretty much bots that just kill each other for emblems, bank them, and just do it over and over and over again.
Yeah, okay.
And I think with the Grand Exchange, they might be able to track who's doing it a lot more. Because like they're not really getting banned. That's the thing. So
really? Like,
I think it might be easy. It might help with them finding like, oh wow, this guy's sold like 6,000. They look at his stats and they see, you know, 10,000 rogue kills, you know, or something like that. And those are just random numbers. Like, all right, that is really fucking weird. And then they look into the account and they're like, who is this guy killing? Oh, he's killing Azivajiviga and Kivajivijiva. Like, all right, something's, and then like, I think that could help them ban these people, but I mean,
I feel
I don't know,
because like it also makes it easier for the person to get rid of his emblems. You know what I mean? The way it is now, he has to trade people.
That's the exact thing, right? I mean, generally, I guess they throw them on a merchanting bot if they're actually having like a serious botnet for these emblems. But yes, that's the thing. Like in general, like right now, it's less profitable for them, but also, I think the emblem prices will go down a crap ton. Because right now it's about 100K for a tier 1.
Yeah.
And with the Grand Exchange, they're going to go down like way in price. Because now you just go in, throw a buy order, and leave. And then boom, you get your rune pouch.
Yeah, okay, exactly. Like that's... Like, I don't have any bounty hunter items, and like...
Yeah,
I kind of like it for the people. Like, if it seems like for the people who love to PK and that are good at it, they're they have their own little fucking side business going on where they're selling these tokens.
Like you can actually make good money if you're a good like PKer. Yeah. And I mean, I guess if they add this in, it'll make it. They can get their money faster, but I don't think it'll stay at 100K, or I'll be really surprised if it does. I don't think it will.
I don't know. You could also. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe it'll skyrocket too because all these people are wanting to buy it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just find that.
Fuck it. I know. I'd probably just throw it up and buy it because right now, just like I don't really feel a need to get the rune pouch. But
really?
I know it obviously would help, but there's never been a chance where I'm just like, all right, I need it. I'm getting it, and I'll come to that eventually. But like as it is right now, I haven't really been in that situation.
Oh man, rune pouches are OP.
Yeah, I know they're extremely helpful, but it's kind of like the herb bag or any of those like little.
You don't have a herb bag?
I didn't for the longest time, and then I finally got one because I was sick of getting like Slayer tasks where all I got was herbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So eventually, I'm gonna be like, you know what, like. I'm sick of going to bosses and having to fucking leave like halfway through a kill because I don't have a full inventory of food or whatever the fuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll see. I don't really know how I feel about that. I would love to see some of the arguments from people who are in that community.
Yeah, like people that are some of the top PKers, I guess, like
top PKers, and some of the people who are like also like. I don't know. The people who are botting too. No, I'm just kidding. But
yeah,
maybe not. Who knows? So okay, but
in keeping in line with the improving of emblem drops, so right now in bounty hunter worlds, if you're killing bosses, wilderness bosses, there's a 1 in 50 chance of getting an emblem. That's only in bounty hunter world.
Yeah,
world 318.
Yep.
So they want to increase that chance to 1 in 5.
I'm gonna be honest, I did not know that these bosses dropped the emblems.
I did, but like it doesn't even fucking matter because like
I killed so much Chaos Fanatic, and
yeah,
why? Like I should have just fucking went to 318. I could have gotten better money.
Like
damn,
that's
dude. Fuck.
I don't even go to 318 because it's just like it's. I feel like that's still pretty fucking rare. Like I've tried to get them from bosses, and I'm just like, if I'm trying to get emblems through bosses, this is gonna take forever.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more of like a consolation prize, right?
Yeah,
so 1 in 50. You're like, oh, that's a nice.
But you're already in the bounty hunter world. I already feel like that's sketchy as it is.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, if this gets passed. Like good luck PK or good luck PVMing in these worlds.
Well, like, it'll work out. It'll work out. You know what I mean? Like it'll probably turn out to be how lava dragons are. Like I go to worlds all the time, and like there's nobody there. But at the same time, I know if I stay at the lava dragons for like half an hour, I'm gonna see a guy trying to PK me.
Yeah,
they want to increase it from a 1 in 5 chance of dropping. Okay, so next is. Getting a bounty hunter target that is beyond level 5 wilderness. So right now you can get a bounty hunter target just anywhere in the wilderness. And yeah, they're asking if you want to keep it between 1 and 5. Because most of the time, if you're trying to kill, when you're 1v1ing doing your bounty hunting, it's going to be in Edgeville.
Yeah. I mean, I like how this is an option to, like, they want to make it a toggleable. So if you want to chase someone around, I guess, or teleport to them and they're deep, like, that's pretty cool. I like the option of, being limited to pretty much your area.
Oh, true. Okay. Oh, okay. So that means, like, if you leave the 1 in 5, then the bounty will just stick into the...
Anywhere zone. Like, any, 5 and up, I guess. Possibly. Or it might just be a toggleable thing. I don't really know.
Anyways, yeah. So when I first read it, I was like, man, like, I want to be able to see it if there's... Like, it'd be cool to see, like, oh, this person's at this wilderness. And you're like, oh, he's probably bossing. It makes it a little bit more exciting. It gives you... Knowing that somebody's out there as well. So I hope they keep it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to do some changes to the, well, I guess a little updating to the overlay. So right now the overlay kind of displays like minimal information. It tells you who your target is. It tells you how much wealth they have, but it's basically like different colored skull with tokens next to it. So you don't really, and it just says, low, medium, high. Whatever the fuck that means, right? So they want to, and then it'll tell you the combat level and where they might be in the wilderness, they're between 1 and 3 wilderness, whatever the fuck. It'll also tell you your current record, so how many, rogue kills and how many hunter kills you got. So they want to add it to show your bounty hunter target whether or not they have a skull and what tier emblem they are holding, if they even have one. So maybe stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to pull it. Should there be an update to the interface? Should have more information.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the skulled one's decent.
Yeah,
tier of emblem.
I'm always the kind of person though that thinks more information or like more things on the UI that's like more information's better.
For the most part, but you don't want to take away from like the fun of like.
Yeah, exactly. Like as of right now, I think it's pretty good.
I'm sure you're done talking. I don't know why I decided to take a bite from a donut.
Oh, no worries. I was going to keep going, but I stopped for some reason. But
okay,
I think a big thing is a lot of people that complain that do Bounty Hunter is someone says, like, you skull, I have a tier 8 on me, and they don't.
Yeah, okay.
And I think that's a big issue. So, like, I think they should add that.
Yeah, okay. Good point. Next they want to talk about is the teleport to bounty target magic spell. They basically want to change the rune cost, so not many people are using the bounty target teleport. So they want to make it, once you unlock it, that it doesn't require any runes to use. Right now it costs quite a bit in the bounty hunter store because you need to unlock it with points. Let me look that up. So it needs level 85 magic to cast, and it costs 8 million bounty hunter points. So it's quite expensive.
Yeah, I mean, they should take it out because perfect example is that no one uses it or really knows anything. Like, I don't even know what the rune costs are or anything. I think they should remove it because, 8 million points is...
It's 1 law, 1 death, 1 chaos. It's basically a tele block.
Oh, truth. See, like... I think a rune pouch is 2.7 million, like, points. 2.7 mil. So this is essentially 8 mil for a spell that people don't use. I think they should just remove the rune cost. Like you're spending 8 mil to cast that spell. It's good, but it's only good if someone's deeper in the wilderness, but I don't know. I think they should take it out. What do you think?
I agree. This would be good because not many people use it. And, just give more incentive to people to unlock it. Why not? It's just a little buff.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know any complaints from anybody, and that means no one's using it, because fucking people play RuneScape love to complain.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure. Let's see it. So you want to do some changes to the way items drop in the wilderness, and, right now when you drop it, it takes, something like a minute for it to appear? 2 minutes maybe? I don't know. It takes a bit before the item appears when you drop it. It gives players a chance to run back and pick it up, so they want to make it so that when you drop an item, it'll appear instantly. In all honesty, I remember hearing about this change before, and I thought they already implemented it. At least in my head, I assumed, this was already in the game.
Yeah. They probably mentioned it.
No, I know they definitely mentioned it. So that's why I'm like, why is this on here? Didn't they already do it, or are they trying to change it? So... alongside this, though, they also want to make food and potions to never appear to other players when dropped within the wilderness. I guess they don't like it when teams are able to pick up from their dead comrades, basically. And, kind of survive a situation or some shit like that. Or if
someone's in a 1v1 and your buddy's there, he could just drop you some sharks and help you out with some food.
Yeah, that's true. That one, I know, is a little bit more controversial.
I mean, I think they should make the change because, I don't know. If I'm being chased in deep wilderness and I'm doing clue scroll, I do just drop and I'm gonna die. my goal is to drop and eat all my food so I can die and keep my clue scroll, or try to at least. It's never worked out. I've always just got specced out really quickly.
Yeah.
But maybe that might deter them, like, ooh, piece of candy. You know, let me go pick that up. And then you get, like, a gap on them and you can escape.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, though. I like picking up a prayer potion. It makes me feel good.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a solid 7K right there. Shit.
Well, I
There
think
goes-
if you were to kill the person, their food and stuff is there, but
Yeah, but I'm just saying so much for looters in Edgeville.
Yeah.
Sustainability.
I mean, that's actually a really good point. I didn't even think about. That would make looters like not a thing anymore. And like that shit was annoying. There's people that bring cannons, drop food or drop their cannon on top of a dead body, so the guy looting the crap can't easily just left click all the food because
Oh, that's
all the
hilarious.
items, because now they're clicking on the cannon.
I kind of liked looters. They're
I didn't. They
remind me of, like
freaking leeches.
catfish. Yeah, like catfish. Like they just fucking clean up all the items on the ground in the wilderness.
Yeah, it was annoying though, because like you'd get a kill and now you have to turn off, your attack just so you can sit there and spam click fast enough because there's like fucking 10 guys on the body.
But yeah, the changes to the way loot drops, it'll also be applied to the dangerous areas in PvP worlds. So yeah, they're gonna be pulling. See, and this is what pisses me off sometimes about their fucking Jagex is the way they phrase their questions. Okay, so they cram both of these together. So at least that's what it is here. Maybe they'll have them two separately, but this is what it says in the dev blog. Should tradable items dropped within PvP areas appear instantly? This would not apply to food or potions. Instead, those would never appear. You're just like, wait, what? I want the potions to appear maybe, but I don't want them, and I also want all the items to appear instantly.
Yeah.
Like, you literally like it's one or the other. Like I can't take one and have the other one too. Can't pick and choose here. Teleblock, do some changes to Teleblock. So right now, when you splash Teleblock, let's just say it one more time, you get the same experience you would as if you would have landed the spell. They want to reduce the spell, the splash experience, so that I guess you can kind of tell if it splashes or if it doesn't splash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, let's move on from the splashing because they also want to basically put like a little timer on the tele block for you, but they want to do it in seconds. Right now, it tells you every minute when it's going to be coming up, so they want to change it so you can know the exact time of when your tele block will be finished. Right?
Yep.
So in doing so, they call this a side effect, but they say teleblocks will be more consistent if they do this. Right now, when you cast teleblock, it'll last from either 4 to 5 minutes. If they do this change, it'll last 5 minutes every time.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think.
No, that makes more sense. When I read side effect, I thought of it as just a negative, even though side effect doesn't mean negative, right? And lastly, with teleblocks is they want it so that when you go into a safe area within a PvP world, your teleblock is removed. That's how it is in the wilderness, at least. Like once you get into a safe area from the wilderness, your teleblock's gone. PvP worlds, that's not the case. So I want to know if you want to have it for both. Because I know PvP worlds are quite different. Yeah. I have no opinion on that one. That's a skip for me. And lastly, they're asking if they want to spawn a Wine of Zamrock in the level 35 temple in the wilderness. This wine would need to be telegrabbed, and also players who had completed the hard wilderness diaries would receive them in noted form.
I kind of like that.
Sorry, and last question, should the kill-death ratio overlay track kills and deaths in the entire wilderness rather than just those beyond level 20 wilderness?
So the teleblocks to be removed when you enter PvP, like a safe zone in a PvP world, I think, sure. Like all that does, if that doesn't pass, is people will just log out once they get to a safe zone. So sure,
Yeah,
I'm for that. I like the Wine of Zamrocks. The only thing is that this might ruin another money making method for free to play.
True, but as it is now, you can kind of farm them. You can grow them, right? You can, with teeth farming on Zaya.
Yeah.
You can get the wine of Zamrock grapes or whatever the fuck it was. But like, really, how many bots are doing that in free to play? That's the question.
Oh, a shit ton.
Yeah, so at that point, it doesn't matter.
My big thing is I mean, I don't really care about the wines of Zamrock if they're going to be added there or not. If they do, I do like the whole thing with the hard wilderness diary, and they'll be noted. I do like that a lot.
Yeah,
I think it's really neat. And then the KDR, like, do people actually care about KDR and PKing and stuff? Like, I don't know. I think it's silly.
Whatever, it's fun. More information, like you said.
Yeah. More of just, let's stroke my ego, because, but it doesn't matter.
I think overall, though,
obviously this is like the wilderness rejuvenation poll 2.0.
Well, quality of life sort of deal.
Yeah.
Not a lot adding, a lot of tweaks, though.
Yeah, but they're really trying to bring more people out in the wilderness with these, like with the... Oh, hey, look, you might be able to sell the emblems a lot more easily so get the PKing, So that's not bad, right? It's going to get more people that want to PK other PKers, that's what you want. But then they have things where, like, they increase the bosses, 1 to 1 in 5 chance, which just means that if people, like, are going to kill Venenatus or something, they're going to go in groups of, like, 10 now. Because they're going to get jumped by a bunch of PKers at one point, and, like...
Oh, yeah.
I find with these kinds of updates, I mean, the bounty hunter thing, like, I don't know, it's not really related. But, most of these are like, it seems like they're trying to get people to come out to the wilderness and stay there for a longer time instead of just, going in for a clue scroll and running. Like, they want people to be killing the bosses more on a PvP world, and they want people to be doing these wines of Zamrocks if they're there, hell, they're noted, so that's good money. But I find that a lot of these, like not a lot, I guess some of these changes are bringing the wrong type of people into the wilderness, and like that's kind of what their big mistake was with the rejuvenation, is the issue isn't that there isn't a lot of people in the wilderness, it's that there isn't a lot of people PKing in the wilderness, right? That's what the main issue was, and that's why they started pumping out all these updates.
Yeah.
And now it's literally prey or predator type of a deal in the wilderness, which I guess is neat, but like, how annoying is it? I want to do a clue scroll. Fuck, I'm gonna be in the wilderness. Someone's just gonna kill me because they're gonna get like 10k out of the kill, but they just ruined, 8 hours of work or however long it took you to get that master clue. And, hey, I'm gonna go do Venenatus with my buddy. Let's try out 318 because we might be, like, we have a 1 in 5 chance to get a 100k drop. Like, that's not too bad. Like, that's pretty decent money. Oh, look, we got jumped by a team of 20 people. Well, fuck, like, when it was 1 in 50, we could get a couple kills, and now we can't because we're just getting jumped on.
Yeah, it always levels out, though.
Yeah,
because then people will stop doing it as much, and then people will stop PKing those people as much because they're gonna just stop looking there.
I mean, you'll always be able to find someone doing a boss.
It's not like, oh, I just searched
Every world and no one's doing this one boss. If that's the case, then you just go to another boss.
Yeah,
but like, I think the big issue is that there's the majority of the people in the wilderness aren't even trying to get a fair fight. Like, they're just trying to kill someone just to kill them. Like, they want to just kill, I've had it where I've been running in the wilderness doing those black salamanders and I have someone attack me and it's like, enjoy your rope, nice. Yeah. Good job, dude.
But I can see that. Like, that person could have been looking for like 40 minutes and you could have been the first person basically he saw and he's just like, I want to kill something at this point.
Yeah, but I mean,
fuck.
They need, like, okay, I was thinking about this.
And also, you never know when that idiot just has like a cash stack on him, like by accident, or I don't know, making some big trades.
But I mean, okay, like,
salamanders.
I mean, I can't really say that won't ever happen because that's happened for both of us where we've killed some random dude and they have a fucking couple mil on them for no good reason.
Yeah, a couple mil cash. So it's not like they had a big item.
Money. Yeah, like,
Forgot to pray. Yeah. It's
Like,
being
I don't know how many
cash-stacked.
people have gone out killing people, and then that happens. I mean, it's happened to 100% of the people right now that are talking. Like, both of us have that experience.
What I'm trying to say is, I feel like if you're, this is what I think. If you're PKing fairly frequently and you're killing every motherfucker you see, you're definitely gonna get a kill. Where it's like, holy fuck, that guy definitely did not think he was gonna die, and he has like 1k, 2k chaos runes on him. You know what I mean? Stacks like that where you're just like, that motherfucker. Why would you bring so much shit like that?
Yeah,
I've gotten 3 of those kills. I got a guy with 1k cosmic runes and he was rune crafting. And then I remember he got mad at me. He's like, you happy with your glory, you like sad noob? And I was like, dude, you had 1k cosmic runes. Like that, you can't say that. Like I just made like a lot of money off you. And then I got him, and I got another guy who was like kind of splashing or something, and I got him underneath Edgeville, similar to you, but he only had like maybe 100k worth of runes. But what I'm trying to say is like, people get cocky in the wilderness because I think like not as many PKers are there, so they just like, yeah, fuck it. I get cocky in the wilderness and I do shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the opposite. I look at all my items and it's like, all right, risk reward. What am I losing? What am I keeping? All right, I'm gonna walk through the wilderness. I'm gonna take a long route so I'm not even getting hit by monsters, so I can instantly log out when I see someone, because like I'm being forced out here pretty much. It's like friggin' parents shoving you out the door, and you're like, all right, go play in the snow, and you're like, oh, what the, for fuck's sakes, like. And then, and then I find that it's just me just getting ready to log off when I see a white dot. And I think they should be thinking of ideas to bring PKers. Okay, well, they already have a reason to go deep in the wilderness, but they should find a reason to kill other people that are also trying to kill people.
I mean, there's huge incentives. I told you that one time when I said on the show, when I had a team of like 3 guys chasing me. I wasn't Scald, and I definitely did not look like a PKer. And I ran into a group of another 3 guys, and the 3 guys ignored me and instantly jumped on the PKers because they're just like, look at these fuckers are Scald.
Exactly.
This is a lot of cash dropping. And these guys they're not just bringing one set of gear, they have another set that they're going to switch into. You know what I mean? Like they have their mage and their melee or mage and d'hide armors that they're going to switch between. Like there is incentives. I know.
I mean, well, yeah, the incentive is to kill the other people, but like, why would I look for a fair fight when I can kill green dragon slayers?
That's the thing. How do you look for PKers? You look for them at Edgeville. That's the only time you'll ever find. You can't really look for PKers otherwise.
Yeah, because there's no other reason to be in, Wilderness, 50 unless you're doing some sort of PvE thing. And I think if they found a way to bring PKers there to find, like, specifically to find other PKers, like, what if, there's certain zones you can control in the PvP world that, give you something after holding it for 10 minutes, right? Limit the amount of...
That's interesting, but then you don't want to just make another clan man mode, right?
Make another what, sorry?
Like, make like a clan man mode or clan minigame?
Well, yeah, they'd find ways. Maybe they'd make it single or something, or like, only 2, there's ways to, you know what I mean? Like, that's just like a random idea where like, you'd see like, oh shit, this obelisk is being controlled by this guy, or, he's been here for 10 minutes and like, a monster spawns, he kills it, or like a chest unlocks or something and he opens it. So like it would, give people something to fight over. Like that's what they need. They need like a reason for someone to kill someone who also is ready to kill like that person as well. Instead of like, you and d'hide in a whip trying to kill a Ceridum or a Zamorak guy, with your Calusco shit. Like that.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know how fun it is to kill someone doing a clue scroll. I mean, it's like I've killed a lot of skillers and shit on my pure, and it's not fun for me. I just do it because like it's easy money. It's easy money, and I can work on like my switches and my stacking. That's legit the only reason why I do it. Like it's good practice.
Man, it's fun every time. Like
what I think
this
is
is
fun.
This is what I say because like. I bet you the one like I got away from that 126. I had like no health left.
You know what I mean? Like, I guarantee you that guy was probably, this is going to be a cakewalk, and he never got that kill. He's probably like, what the fuck? Like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, how, think of it, how sad is it that a guy goes into PK and he chases you so far,
Yeah, you're right.
and you're not prepared at all to fight him,
Yeah,
and then
he
you get
wastes
away.
all of his specs
and he's-
and a bunch of casts and
Yeah, and he's
shit.
kind of like, well, that's a really fun PvP experience. Like,
Yeah, that's true. So, well, like, I was thinking, like, how exactly do you bring that PKers out there and, like, kind of get what's going on in Edgeville, just deeper wilderness? And they used to have that.
people's-
Like,
sorry, go?
no, well, I was going to say, they used to have that with the Mage Bank, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
And then
exactly.
And then, like, you got to think, why were people PKing at the Mage Bank? How'd that become one? It's just like, well, people were there. So, like, probably how that started, and, like, probably most definitely was people were going into the Mage Arena, right, to train their magic spells. And then 126s were like, hey, we can chill here and fight almost anybody, and we're going to be the strongest people.
Yep.
So then, you know, the next thing you know, though, it's just like it becomes like a hot zone, because then you have PKers PKing those people, but then you got people who are like, no, like, I want this world. You know what I mean? It becomes like just a giant gangbang of little PvP fights. And then next thing you know, like, the fucking, no one's doing the arenas. People go there just to PK each other because that's where everyone is. But really, they're all there just kind of waiting for someone to do the arena, because the people who are doing the arena have to bring an unnecessary amount of runes into the wilderness anyways, right?
Yep.
Well, it's necessary, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Like a good amount.
Yeah.
A nice
A nice kill.
cash stack, pretty much.
Nice, easy kill. So, you have to do things like that, but the problem is like, it's so hard to get a place that popular.
Because I find perfect example is a conversation. My buddy just hit, like, I think I might have said this last week. Like, last week he hit 99 strength, and every 2 or 3 days he goes, Deegan, let's go to Venonadus and kill some people. And it's like,
It's kind of fun.
I mean, we can. As of right now, I don't find that fun. Like, I want to max my melee stats first before, like, I just do shit like that. And just get, like, a better combat and get a better account. But he's always like, man, fuck it. We'll find a level 90 doing Chaos Fanatic. He's dead. He's dead. We're both there. We can telly block him. He's fucking dead.
He's dead.
Let's just do it. And it's like,
I don't even think this guy exists at this point.
and like, yeah, like my buddy's not the best PK. Like, we'll go in the tournament worlds and he's not the best, but he's like, you know, it's easy kills, blah, 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 blah. And like, that's kind of like, I find the mindset of most people that are killing PVMers. It's that, like, they're not good. They know they're not good, and they just want to kill something. But it's like, there should be incentive to, like, you know, oh, there's a level 80 in, you know, full black D-hide killing Chaos Fanatic. Like, what would make, like, a level 120 or something not go there, but go somewhere else instead? You know, you need, like, incentive to pull PKers together.
But the way you do that is through PVMers, for the most part, right?
Yeah, I mean, it has kind of worked with Venonadus. There are people that, like, pretend, like, they'll go and do Venonadus, but they also have a switch into PK gear.
I do that with Elder Chaos Druids.
Yeah, and I mean, like, they do have some things that, like, do bring people in, and they have to, like, kind of be creative, I guess, or more creative, because I find, like, right now they're like, all right, what's going to bring PVMers? Bosses. This is old school bosscape. Like, everyone just does bossing now. All right, and then so the PKer is going to come, but, like, I don't think anyone has ever gone to Venonadus to kill PKers. Like, you go there to get a free Varrock flail, maybe some of their drops, and then...
Because if you go there to kill PKers, you're not going to find them. You know, it's kind of hard to find the PKers for the most part. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, there's so many worlds that you can hop through, and you'll find a team eventually, or you just wait. But I'm just
saying, like, they would bump into each other just looking for other people killing the bosses. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, when I'm trying to find people killing Chaos Fanatic, and I'm hopping worlds, I'm not really bumping into another team that's trying to kill. You get that at Green Dragons though, but like
That's because Green Dragons is close to 20. Like, it's a
yeah,
you can escape pretty easily.
Yeah,
and you can make 500 to 1 mil an hour gold. Like,
and it's easy to get
depending-
there. You don't have to
Yeah.
fucking waste your run energy. So like, yeah, I do get it, but like
if you like, I don't know. Like, I think like Green Dragons is a good example. So like, there's people that go there to kill other PKers. Like, Green Dragons is a good spot. People go there to kill PVMers and PKers, and it's
yes,
because,
that's the spot right there.
it's because PVMers can go there easily and they can escape easily and they make good money, and like you do 3 or 4 inventories depending on what you're wearing. But like, if you were to die once or twice an hour, you're still making good money, assuming that's, you're a lower level. Like, you can make, 1 mil an hour just killing these things and looting their shit. So, but yeah, like, I don't know. A lot of the other spots aren't really the best. It's more of just like when I was doing, I think it was Chaos Fanatic for my Slayer, people would just fucking like, a guy logs in, he's like, you're dead. And it's like, all right, just gonna log out and let him kill me. I don't even care enough to try and run away for 20 minutes.
Honestly, I think the problem is if someone's looking for PKers there, you're gonna bump into more PVMers. You're gonna be like, all right, you're dead. You're dead.
Yeah, free money pretty much.
That's where you go like, I'm so fucking bored. I can't find anyone. I'm just gonna kill the next person I see, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna chase them hard because this is the only motherfucker I might be able to see.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess we'll move on from the polls and stuff, and we'll finish it off with some more with a little Dead Man Mode announcement. The Invitational Spring 2017. 2,000 men go in. 2,000 people.
Yeah. Wait.
Genders are
wait
fluid.
A minute. Yeah. 2,000 things. 2,000 living things.
2,000 living things. One living thing stands victorious. $10,000 is the prize. Join us on March 25th. See who walks away. Same as it always is. March 25th, sorry. And yeah, they're partnering up with ESL again. The final hour will be on Runescape Twitch channel.
Mm-hmm. Selling, what, 80 tickets or something?
Yeah,
80
about
tickets
80,
for sale?
80 tickets. So if you live nearby, why not go?
I mean, I wonder how much they are.
Probably not too. I couldn't imagine them being too much because, like, I don't think really like you're gonna have people flying out there, right? Like,
Well, yeah, you got
would.
the streamers that fly out there, but I think Jagex might pay for some of them.
Yeah, exactly. We're not gonna go there, right?
Oh yeah, no, of course not.
So, Jagex, fucking hook us up, buddy. But yeah, that's it.
I mean, last Deadman mode, the production quality I thought was pretty good.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was good. We had that little clusterfuck at the portal gate, the barrier, the little end zone. So
Yeah, but I mean, like, the stream quality was pretty good.
yeah, no, that was good. That was
The
good.
way they had the stream and like, the streamers, or I guess the RuneScape personalities, come in and talk. Like, I think they did a pretty good job with that. So there's going to be more improvements. Obviously, they're always going to try and improve. The only thing is, like, I guess 80 tickets is. I can see why they do that, because how lame would it be if they had 20,000 seats and
of course,
and 300
80
people show up? Yeah, like, so they're probably going to keep it small, and like, depending on how fast they're selling and if people are showing up and what their prices are, I could see them, ESL being like, wait, this could be, let's start putting more money in advertising. Let's try and get more people here. And like, I think it would be really neat. Like, just that one moment of like an actual 1v1, and like, imagine like 5,000 people in the crowd or something, just freaking out the whole time. Like,
that would be pretty nuts.
yeah.
Sadly, this is what I want to ask. You know what I mean? This is more of the mood as the tournaments go. What do you think is going to go wrong this time around?
Well, they've been beta testing the fog, or they will be. I think that's really good. They're changing how the fog works. Actually, they're going to be cutting out the maps. Like, it's definitely going to be different. I don't think there's going to be any mechanics abusing the fog, and I think after last time, I don't think they'll ever have a spot like that again. Like, I think they're always going to find an open, easy to figure out where it's going to be multi-combat zone.
Hope so, but never really know. So I think these are the two. I think these are one of the. Okay, mark my words, because I just want to be. Yo, let's have a bet. We should have a bet, because this is what I think. I'm pretty confident that one of these two events are going to happen. One, they're going to have similar to like the fog, just killing too many people too fast. They're probably going when they're cutting away maps. I know they're going to test it, but someone's going to like slip and change something, and like I have a feeling it's going to like cut the map, and it's just going to take out half the people playing like who are in it. You know what I mean? And just like, okay, and the winner is.
Everyone died so fast. Let's go back and review in slow motion.
The last person, the person who had PID was, I guess that joke fell flat. Anyways, the second event that could happen is kind of similar to the last one. I think the clan's gonna find either the choke point, and it's just gonna be like all these people funneling in, and like it's just gonna be like you're gonna watch like a slaughter happen, like.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think they announced it a while ago that it's going to be in the wilderness at that one greater demon spot that they had before.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I think you're right. I think because everyone knows where it is already, and they have an idea of how it went down last time, I think the second the final hour goes, clans are going to rush to take control of that. And then it's gonna be like solo players trying to sneak in but dying. I think it's
just gonna be one clan gets there, and then all the other clans are gonna be like, "Oh, we do not really stand a chance."
See, this is what I'm thinking, because last time it was so heavily dominated by one clan.
Yeah,
and all the other clans kind of went